After 4 days of deliberations, the jury in the officer Jeronimo Yanez trial have yet to reach a decision. The St. Anthony police officer told jurors he had no choice but to shoot Philando Castile because he saw him reaching for a gun during a traffic stop last July. An expert for the prosecution said Yanez made mistakes, and they called his use of force excessive. Jurors have to decide if Yanez was justified and acted as any other responsible police officer would have in that situation. Bill Hudson's been covering this case. He's live now outside of the Ramsey County Courthouse waiting for a verdict still. Huh, Bill?
Frank, we're all waiting. I really thought today was going to be the day, but not so. However, there was a hopeful sign over the lunch hour. That's because deputies brought in lunch for the very first time in 2 weeks instead of escorting the jurors outside for their lunch hour. They returned a short time later without word of any type of verdict. It's now been 24 hours with no verdicts on either of the three counts. Philando Castile then was brought into the courtroom around 1:30 today. However, she left a couple hours later after growing tired of waiting with no movement either way. Clearly growing frustrated as the days pass, now entering day 5. Safe to say that both the Castile and the Yanez families are left anxiously awaiting the jury's decision, any decision. So the question now becomes, what next? Is there a point where they have to simply call this off? The judge steps in and says no more. We'll declare a mistrial. Well, this is how that would go down. Usually a judge in this case would call the jurors back into the courtroom and ask them if further deliberations would help them reach a verdict, any verdict. If they answer no, it would not. We're simply too far apart, too many jurors in the minority opinion. He would likely, at that point, Judge Leary, declare a mistrial. Then it goes back into the hands of the county attorney, John Choi, to decide if he would like to retry this case in front of a whole new jury. That decision, we don't know is possible, but we don't know if it's going to get to that, of course. Day 5 of deliberations tomorrow. There's still that chance, Frank, that jurors could return even a partial verdict tomorrow, which might be a verdict on the 2 lesser charges, those endangerment charges, as opposed to any verdict on the manslaughter charge. We don't know if that'll happen, of course, but we'll be standing by tomorrow if any action takes place. Tomorrow morning, 8:30, they're back here, back at it, day 5.
All right, very good. Thanks for the update. Of course, we will continue to follow this case and bring you the verdict on TV and online as soon as it is decided.